2022 now.
That's right.
Talk about what's happening this year, because this is big boy time. Big games, big names, big consoles. Some of them too big, maybe. It's up for debate.
They are weird shaped boxes.
Yeah, we are getting
lately.
into some real artistic territory there. But what are you guys excited for about this year?
I think it kind of starts, really it's front loaded for me. A lot of everything I want to see is coming very soon.
It's painfully front loaded.
Yes. Things like Elden Ring and Horizon, those games are really what I'm looking forward to. And, you know, there's others, but that's really what's on the front of my mind.
Yeah, I mean, and I get that. I'm kind of in the same boat. I think there's a lot of things that I'm excited for that I allegedly will come out this year, but yeah, I'm not holding out hope on that necessarily.
Allegedly,
because,
very operative
as
term
you can
here.
tell by the masking, we're back in the no-no times, and that means games are going to get delayed again. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in the beginning of the year that I'm very excited for, but like, there's these like little juicy nuggets just hanging out at the back of my mind. And at the end of the year, middle of the year, they can be dropped anywhere, and it's exciting, but also terrifying because I don't want to get my hopes up and get hurt again. But you know, things like Ghostwire Tokyo, which looks phenomenal and like an interesting combination of like first-person shooter and horror mixed with Tokyo, you know, yokai kind of experimental ideas going on there from the guys who did the Evil Within. It looks phenomenal. It's supposed to come out last year. I was sad when it got delayed, but I really hope it's gonna happen. And then God of War Ragnarok is supposed to come out this year at some point, allegedly, and that's gonna be a slam dunk. It would take a miracle of evil proportions to make that game not hit all the right marks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, God of War is obviously going to be, you know, one of the ones that all of us are looking forward to. For me, I've kind of talked about it before, but Arc Raiders, I'm really excited to see where that game goes, see how it actually plays out, and if it's actually going to be popular enough to survive. It's kind of a new concept.
New studio.
It is a new studio as well, with some established talent in that studio.
Very
but
serious talent.
Didn't you say they were from the Battlefield franchise?
It's a studio made up entirely of, almost entirely of people who used to be leads of DICE back in the old Battlefield day. I believe the narrative lead from Battlefield 3 and 4 is in there, and the combat and gameplay leads are in there from Battlefield 4 and 3. So some good guys in there.
But if you haven't seen it, it's squad based, and you fight like giant robots and stuff like that. Some drones like drop in, and you have to take them out before you really get spotted, before they call in the big robots and stuff like that. There's like interesting like gameplay mechanics where you've got, I don't know, it looks like rocket boots or something. I don't know.
Boosty boys.
Luckily, I don't think I saw a grappling hook in there yet.
I mean,
there might be.
You say luckily, but I say that's unfortunate because it's the year of the grapple hook.
Yeah, it really lowers the ceiling, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
From what I understand.
But then also the other game I'm looking forward to is Tiny Tina's Wonderland. That game looks super fun. Another kind of squad-based game, kind of D&D-esque, but with a Borderlands twist to it. Yep.
Yeah. Stabomancer is just, it's never not going to be a funny name. And just magic that's involved, like the magic of knives and swords is just hilarious as a concept.
The sense of humor is always top notch in those.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many good things coming out this year, and I'm excited to see what these studios who have had a lot more time with their games, maybe not in the situation or the environment that they would want, but I feel like the pandemic has been kind of a double-edged sword for them, because it's both given them more time to make sure that things hit a quality product, but it's also changed the way that they've had to, you know, produce these games. But I think that's going to ultimately result in more polished products overall. and more interesting ideas as people have to be creative with the way that they're doing motion capture, with the way they're doing 3D animations, the way they're doing voiceovers. And I saw that when they were doing stuff for The Last of Us Part 2, that they were sending mocap equipment to the actors at their homes and then having them set up like a GoPro style camera and just shoot themselves with the dots from like multiple angles. And they'd like, I think Troy Baker, for one of his scenes, he had to have someone run around him in circles very slowly with the camera and just get him from all angles. So they got a full 3D scan of his head for a new shot that they needed to establish. And just thinking outside the box like that is going to create so many cool ideas. Not that the pandemic's a good thing in any way, but just that there's a silver lining to the garbage.
Right.
And I don't know if that's really a good thing. If you find like a silver lining in garbage, and it's still just garbage, but now it's got silver on it. Anyway, so I think there's going to be a lot of really cool things happening this year.
For sure.
But that's going to be our list of things. So we got God of War Ragnarok, we got Arc Raiders, we got Tiny Tina, we got the Elden Rings, which is like next month.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's next month.
Yeah, the Horizon and Elden Ring are February.
They stacked the beginning of
There's
the
a
year
lot
against
coming
my
out
wallet.
immediately.
It's not fair. That's entrapment. But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of cool things, and we're excited to see what all comes out.